Hip-hop has become one of the most profitable genres of music ever. It was once looked at as a passing fad that wouldn't be around for long. 40 years later, hip-hop is still around and has become one of the most popular genres of music around the world. One man who played an important role in the commercialization of hip-hop was no other than Sean Diddy Combs, also known as P. Diddy. It's undeniable that Diddy is one of the leader figures in hip-hop. He created one of hip-hop's most legendary record labels, Bad Boy Records. His record label had some of the most impactful hip-hop artists ever like Biggie, Mace, and many others. Diddy was one of the main reasons hip-hop went mainstream and made him an important figure in the industry. When hip-hop reached its peak, Diddy was there, and he set up his throne and became one of hip-hop's gatekeepers. For years, everyone has known just how powerful Diddy truly is, and nowadays, people are finally being able to see just what sick things Diddy has been doing with all that power. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome to the Truth Is channel, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking about the new lawsuit made against Diddy by a man who claims he was SA'd by the music mogul. This is one of the most revealing lawsuits I have seen, and what's in this document exposes so much evil that Diddy was behind. That being said, let's get right into it. We all remember that back in November 2023, Diddy was sued by his ex Cassie Ventura. What she exposed made Diddy look like a monster who was forcing new artists to fulfill his desires to achieve success. But most important of all, Cassie exposed Diddy's freak-offs. Cassie stated that Diddy routinely made her hire male sex workers to engage in activities with her so that Diddy could watch, and this is what she claims he called freak-offs. For years now, people have heard the rumors about Diddy, but with no proof or no one credible speaking out, it was just brushed off. But when this Cassie news came out, it confirmed many of the speculations made about Diddy. One rumor that had been circulating around the industry for years was that Diddy was bi and was into men and women. Many had heard rumors that he would sleep with male artists he signed and others he came across at his massive industry parties. While what Cassie revealed may have kinda hinted at Diddy possibly being into men since he wanted to watch men engage with his girl, it didn't 100% confirm it. Well, this new lawsuit that has been filed by a producer named Rodney Jones, also known as Little Rod, seems to 100% confirm that Diddy is forcing these men to do compromising things for opportunities. I have gone through this entire lawsuit, and in today's episode, I will reveal all the disturbing information that Rodney exposed about Diddy. What's in this lawsuit not only seems to confirm that Diddy is into men, but that he also has been abusing his massive power in the music industry. Jones has attached images to all his claims and states to have video proof as well to back this all up. A couple days back, Rodney filed this lawsuit against his former boss P. Diddy, citing a long list of reasons. According to the lawsuit, Rodney is a producer who worked for Diddy from 2022 to 2023 on his recent album, The Love Album. Rodney alleges that while working and living at Diddy's house, he was subjected to many different instances of SA and harassment by Diddy and others. Jones claims that Diddy was grooming him to become gay using demasculating tactics. He alleges that Diddy would routinely unexpectedly grab his private areas. Also, he claimed that Diddy would allegedly routinely touch on his backside as well. Jones claims that this was all done without his consent. Jones also claims that while he was partying with Diddy one day, he blacked out and woke up in bed with Diddy and two other girls. He believes that Diddy might have allegedly slipped something in his drink to be able to get what he wants from him. Jones also claims that Diddy would remove his clothes and walk around the house clothless in front of his staff and friends, claiming that on many occasions he would make Jones work on Diddy's music in the bathroom while Diddy would be showering. Jones claims that he would be forced to see all of Diddy as the shower had a clear glass door, making Diddy fully visible. Another claim that Jones made was that Young Miami's cousin, who is also her personal assistant, S.A. Jones in front of Diddy while Diddy watched. Jones claims that he believes that Diddy sent her to engage him so that he may watch it go down. Jones also claims that Diddy showed them a video of Stevie J, a producer he admired, allegedly engaging in activities with another man. Diddy told him that if he wanted to meet Stevie, he would have to be down with those activities, with Jones claiming that Diddy told him this is a normal practice in the music industry, stating, "Look, even Stevie J is doing it." Jones also claimed that Diddy introduced him to actor Cuba Gooding Jr. He then goes on to claim that Cuba began touching all on him without warning, and Jones began feeling uncomfortable. Jones also claims that Diddy allegedly made him pick up sex workers from a club called Booty Trap. Jones claims that Diddy gave him a special Bad Boys cap that the workers at the club would recognize. The cap was a signal to let the girls know that Diddy was in town and he needed some girls. Jones then recruited a couple of the girls to go back to Diddy's house, and he was instructed to hook up with them at the request of Diddy so that he may watch. Essentially, Jones was doing what Cassie was doing when she was a part of the freak-offs. Jones also claims that he brought this all up to Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Corham, telling her he felt uncomfortable. He claims that Christina allegedly responded by saying Diddy was just fooling around, and that's how he shows people he likes them. Jones also claims that he witnessed Diddy engaging in several illegal activities. Not only does he claim that Diddy had an assortment of substances at his disposal at any time, but he also claims that Diddy allegedly kept young girls around too. The young girls that were not 18 yet. According to Jones, he witnessed a very violent situation in which he was traumatized and left one of his close friends injured. Jones claims that Diddy and his son Justin were holding a writers and producers camp at Chalice Studio in Hollywood on September 12, 2022. Jones claims that during the camp, a situation broke out that left one man, who was his friend, critically injured. According to Jones, around 3 a.m., Diddy and Justin got into an argument with his friend G, who was at the studio with them. According to Jones, Diddy took G into the bathroom with him and Justin. Moments later, Jones heard what sounded like shots. He then saw Diddy and Justin exit the restroom and heard his friend in pain. When he walked into the restroom, he saw his friend on the ground struggling with a wound on his stomach and his thigh area. Jones claims that Diddy then told those at the studio to lie and say that it happened to the guy outside when he walked out the studio in a drive-by robbery. The incident was even on the news and shows that a man was indeed injured at the studio, but they allege it happened outside. In the lawsuit, Jones provided pictures of the bathroom to prove that it was all a lie and that the incident actually happened inside of the studio's bathroom. The police stopped investigating the crimes and it was left unsolved. Jones also recalls an instance where he witnessed Diddy hanging around many girls who weren't even 16 years old yet. On July 2nd, 2023, Jones alleges that Diddy had invited over sex workers to his private party, and he also claims that he saw with his own eyes girls in the audience that weren't even 16 years old yet. These young girls were in these parties full of men like Diddy, doing God knows what. In another part of the lawsuit, Jones calls out some of the biggest names in the music industry, calling out artists and even executives. According to Jones, Diddy told him that if he were to hook up with him, he would make him a Grammy-nominated producer, claiming that he would introduce him to big executives. He then goes on to claim that Diddy told them he hooked up with a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj and also hooked up with an R&B singer who recently performed at the Super Bowl. He also claimed that he saw an R&B singer who was famous for what he did to a famous pop star, consulting with girls that were not yet of age. In my opinion, from the descriptions Jones made about these people, he is alleging that Diddy slept with Meek Mill, which is interesting if you remember this video of Diddy calling Meek Mill daddy poolside.
Man, you doing it, man. You doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. And you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. And you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. I love you.
Seeing this video doesn't help Meek Mill's case, and in my opinion, it might seem like a possibility. The other singer Jones refers to in the lawsuit seems to be Usher, as he was the artist that just performed at this year's Super Bowl halftime show. Now, I'm not surprised to hear Usher's name. If you remember this video of Diddy claiming that Usher used to live with him as a teen and used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, you would have already seen this coming.
First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Tell him what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher looking fresh off the goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. My brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the biggest stars in the world. And
what the f did Puff? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid.
This really doesn't help Usher out at all. The last person Jones seems to be referring to is Chris Brown. Jones didn't only call out these artists, as according to Jones, he witnessed powerful music executives like Lucien Grange visit Diddy's home as well. According to Jones, Lucien Grange, who was the head of UMG, one of the most popular record labels in the music industry, allegedly visited Diddy's home and proceeded to walk into Diddy's bedroom, where they remained for hours. Jones claims that Grange would attend multiple of Diddy's listening parties, claiming that he witnessed Diddy participate in all of these activities. Jones claims that Lucien was aware of the young girls and the sex workers present, and did nothing. Jones also claims that he witnessed another executive by the name of Ethiopia attending many of Diddy's parties. Jones said that Diddy would routinely put substances in bottles he was passing around to women in the party. Jones also claims that Diddy had a go-to man who would solve all of his problems, a man by the name of Fahim Muhammad. He claims that Fahim had connections with the authorities, and allegedly, he was the reason the studio incident was cleaned up. While Jones was being put through all of this, he claims he didn't leave because Diddy manipulated him to stay. Jones claims that Diddy promised him hundreds of thousands of dollars to work on the project and promised to credit him on the album. He also claims that Diddy made strange threats towards him, telling him that if he didn't comply, he would eat his face. After Jones finished working for Diddy, he was ghosted and was never credited for his work. He never received the full amount of money he was promised, and allegedly was then threatened by Diddy's people when he sought compensation. Now, while I don't see Jones as a victim per se, or many of the people who are exposing Diddy, what Jones revealed in this lawsuit about Diddy is what's truly concerning. Jones provided pictures for just about everything he was talking about. I can't show many of those pictures here, but you can find them by looking up the lawsuit. I don't feel bad for Jones because he knew what goes on in the industry, but like many others, he participated in it for money. While I don't see Jones as a victim, I still find what he said important, as what he revealed in the lawsuit is what the world should be focusing on. What he revealed about Diddy, in my opinion, proves all of the rumors about him. People refuse to believe that this is what the industry truly is, because they want to keep worshiping the idols put in place for them to worship. What Diddy was allegedly doing to Jones is what many executives do to the upcoming artists trying to make it. As you can see, this is what's going on with Diddy himself. Grange has more power in the industry than Diddy, and according to Jones' lawsuit, Lucy and Grange showed up to Diddy's house to hook up with him. It appears that Diddy had to please Lucy and Grange like he makes so many others do for him. Where do you think Diddy got this from? It is long rumored that Diddy was initiated into all of this by music executive Clive Davis, who helped Diddy get funding for Bad Boys when Diddy couldn't get any major label to give him money. Like I covered before, it was rumored that Diddy might have gotten on his knees and done things for Clive to get that funding. Now Diddy is allegedly getting bedroom visits from Grange. It lets you know Diddy is still doing what he did for Clive. This is why Diddy is doing it to others. It is a part of the music industry. What Diddy was doing to Jones was an industry demasculating ritual. When Jones refused, Diddy cut him off and Jones got mad and tried to get revenge. This is the reason this lawsuit is coming out. Diddy was trying to break Jones in to see if he would be a good fit in the music industry. If you ask yourself why people in the music industry do this, it's because they're all occultists. Most of the stars in the industry are Masonic puppets and members of Crowley's religion, Thelema. This is such the case with Diddy, who had to be initiated into all of this early on since his history of this behavior spawns years back. If you saw my video about the untold history of the adult industry, then you would know that what Diddy does at his freak-off parties is exactly what goes on during Crowley's Thelema sex rituals. Crowley preached in his religion that love is the law, love under will. Diddy changed his middle name to Love. He also called his last album the Love Album. He made this album while having freak-off rituals the entire time, according to Jones. Thelema is the religion of Hollywood. This spans throughout all of the music industry. Many rock stars are Thelemites, and they pushed Thelema through their music all through the 70s and 80s. Even more proof that Diddy's freak-offs for rituals was what this man said here. If you saw this video I made on Diddy, you would know that this man, Jonathan Odie, exposed Diddy's freak-offs parties 3 years before Diddy was exposed by Cassie. Jonathan told police that Diddy was a part of the Bole Masonic Society and that he was having rituals at his home. Jonathan knew all of this because he claimed to be one of the men that Cassie hired to hook up with so that Diddy can watch.
And Ross, which are good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I know you may or may not, I know you're gonna believe me. You have what's called the Illuminati.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
Illuminati.
Okay.
They've made it in dance. Basically what it means, illuminated.
I got you.
Okay? How do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
You know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
I had settlement with Sean, okay? Okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's what's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his turn, okay? When I take Sean the threat of death on me, okay? I don't have it, but I can make it available under secrecy. That means that I wouldn't be liable because I don't want to be getting blamed for anything, okay?
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate, tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I called herpes, and I came back and I sued for the herpes and won. But Mark Erebos and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible, I threw everything out, it's possible I can produce a copy.
Gotcha.
It's possible, I'm not sure. Now, my settlement put me in a box. Basically, I couldn't talk because I was going to be sued. So I let it be, but they've been following me, and they've had, Mark Garrett has had the FBI on me, has had other agencies looking at me and spying on me, okay, because they want to set me up as an extortionist.
As you heard for yourself, Jonathan claims that he was around Diddy often and saw things that led him to believe Diddy was a member of the Bole Masonic organization. Diddy is most definitely an occultist, and all he does is related to the occult. It's the reason he made his name Love, and his album was called The Love Album, and is also why so many strange things happen to people around him. I know you guys must be wondering why nothing happens to Diddy with all this information being out there. What Jones claims also shows us that Diddy has people who makes these problems go away, just like his ex-wife Kim Porter, who went away when she became a problem for Diddy. Jones claims that Diddy allegedly has the authorities in his pockets as well, and considering how much he has gotten away with, I am not surprised. I can't say I'm surprised at any of this, seeing videos of Diddy act like this around men.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, you put my bag
Daddy, I
at?
like
Listen
when
to
you
me. Oh, it's right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right
scraping.
here.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, you put my bag
Daddy,
at?
I like
Listen
when
to
you
me. Oh, it's right here, it's
scrambling
right
and
here.
scraping.
To me, it's more than clear that all these rumors about Diddy are confirmed. He seems to be that gatekeeper who abuses his power and makes male rappers do things for him for success. Just think about all the rappers you have seen around Diddy, and now think to yourself, what do you think they did for that deal? Or maybe you just shouldn't wonder, as it most likely was disturbing. This is what this Baphomet serving industry is all about. That's why we see hell spilling out of the music industry. The question now is, will the world hold Diddy accountable for all of this? Or are people going to let this man get away with it and go on to do it to others? You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. Well, that's it for this video. But before you guys go, I just wanted to ask you to please like, comment, and share this video so that it can be recommended to others. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.